QWERTY. Look down at your keyboard, whether on your screen or under your fingertips. It's instantly familiar, right? But have you ever stopped to wonder why this specific layout? It's not alphabetical, nor are the most common letters grouped together. In fact, it seems almost intentionally inefficient. Where did this strange arrangement actually come from? The story takes us back to the late 19th century, the dawn of the typewriter era. In Wisconsin, USA, inventor Christopher Latham Sholes was pioneering one of the first commercially successful typewriters. His early models were clunky and slow by today's standards, but revolutionary for their time. They had one major flaw, however: if you typed just a little too quickly. The metal arms holding the letters, called type bars, were arranged in a sort of basket under the paper. When keys used frequently together were struck in rapid succession, their corresponding type bars would often swing up at the same time, collide, and jam the machine. This constant jamming was a frustrating reality for early typists. Sholes and his colleagues wrestled with this mechanical problem. The solution they eventually landed on was, surprisingly, to make typing intentionally slower. The prevailing theory is that they identified common letter pairs in English and deliberately placed them far apart on the keyboard, often requiring different hands or fingers to strike them consecutively. This separation reduced the likelihood of the type bars clashing. So, QWERTY, arguably, wasn't designed for speed, but to prevent the machine from breaking down. But is that the whole story? Some historians suggest the layout aided telegraph operators in transcribing Morse code. Another intriguing theory whispers that it allowed typewriter salesmen to easily peck out the brand name Typewriter using only the top row of keys for demonstrations. The truth remains debated, but the anti-jamming explanation is the most widely accepted. Whatever the initial reason, the QWERTY layout truly took hold when it was adopted for the Remington No. 2 typewriter in 1878, which became a massive commercial success. Millions learned to type on QWERTY keyboards, and manufacturers defaulted to this standard. Later, more scientifically efficient layouts like the Dvorak keyboard were designed, but it was too late. The world was already locked into QWERTY through training, manufacturing habits, and network effects, a classic case of path dependency. Once a standard is set, it's incredibly difficult to change, even for a better alternative. And so here we are in the 21st century, using smartphones and advanced computers, yet still typing on a keyboard layout designed over 150 years ago to solve the mechanical limitations of primitive typewriters. Isn't that fascinating? Our fingers have adapted perfectly to its quirks, though. The next time your fingers dance across the QWERTY keys, take a moment. Hidden within that familiar arrangement is a tangled history of clunky machines, clever, or perhaps counterintuitive engineering, and the enduring power of established standards. A keyboard possibly designed not for ultimate speed, but simply to keep typing without jamming.